Hey traders, it's Steve with the Stock Index Trading Room, and in this weekly recap video we're going to cover a very powerful broad concept of trading and some specifics that our members are using in the Stock Index Trading Room to find themselves on the correct side of market growth, range expansion most of the time. We call this the ultimate trend identification system. And we hope you feel the same way when you look at what we're doing. Now, let's make this legal. If you've not read this, please pause the video now and read this, and then come back and join us when you're finished. The ultimate trend identification system and how it works. What we're going to do, if you're new to our presentations, I'm going to read to you for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to look at some charts. And we have 3 days to look at. We're probably going to spend 15 minutes on charts, and then that'll be it. So the overall goal of the Stock Index Trading Room is to provide our members trade signals that have a historic track record of 2 components. One is that the signals that are successful are more common than those that are not successful. You would agree that that would be a necessary advantage to have to be successful in the market. The second is that signals that are successful, winning signals, are larger in size than the signals that don't work out. That would be an important criteria to have. You could take either one of these and make a winning trade strategy out of it. And the goal of the Stock Index Trading Room has been for a while now to find a strategy that combines these. And that idea is found in the Ultimate Trend Identification System and the entries that we use for that. So we've accomplished that for our members. The trend is your friend, trade with the trend, all of these beautiful things that we've heard and read for a long time. No one ever told me why. Our belief, my belief, and this is one of the few times I will give you my opinion, and I always disclaimer an opinion. If you disagree, then your opinion is valid and mine is not. It's that simple. But the Stock Index Trading Room, our opinion of the real advantage, key, secret, if you will, of trading with the trend is simple. If we hold all other factors constant for comparison reasons, and you have to if you're considering any single idea, then trading with the trend will have us on the larger side of market growth or range expansion most often. Therefore, the winning trades signals by default will be larger than the losing trade signals, period, end of discussion. So holding all other factors constant for comparison, if a trader is capturing trades that are winning signals are larger than losing signals, it will be hard for that trader not to be successful. So the $64,000 question then is what? We got to find a trend, identify it, trade with it, and then make great entries, make solid, proven, historic winning entries to position ourselves to be ready for range expansion when it comes. There are only 2 directions any market, whether you're looking at a tick-by-tick basis or you're looking at a weekly chart. We can trade with the trend, and those are continuations. Or we can trade against the trend, counter trend trades, and those are reversal. So if a trader wants large to be on the correct side of large moves, it's imperative to identify which way the market's going to grow. Now, that's impossible to do all the time, but we're going to show you what we use, and you can decide if this concept and ideas and tools that we use would help you reach your trading goals. So we're going to identify the trend direction, some great entries, but then probably more importantly is that we're going to identify often early reversal signals that give our members an overwhelming edge in not being on the wrong side of market growth. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at a few charts and a couple of days of trading and see how that works in practical application in trading. If you're not familiar with our work, all of our indicators, Smart Renko bars, Smart Price Band, all of the factors that we have on the chart we use to a huge advantage were developed, coded, tested, refined, traded, and proven by World Cup trading champion, one-time largest Emini trader in the world, Rob Mitchell. You can look Rob up if you're not familiar with him. We use his tools, concepts, looks over our shoulder. It's nice to have someone like Rob on our team helping our growth in our trading. So on this chart, our Smart Renko bars, our large reversal bars, are 8 ticks in nature, or in size, sorry, not nature, in size. And the continuation bars are 4 ticks. The body is 4 ticks plus any wick that it would create. So a trader, as we look at the chart, each one of these small continuation bars would represent 4 ticks or 1 point in the ES market. Our blue vertical line represents the market open. I have some, I already have some signals marked for our convenience, and then we're going to look at a couple of days, and I'm going to mark those as we go to show you how they would manifest in real time, because that's the important thing for you, is to be able to get it in real time. So the market opens, we actually have a slight advantage to look the long side of the market. There's some other factors. We are above Thursday's high. That's very positive for a market open up. And we talk about that in market setup, that we were above range and that would be very positive for market expansion up. And we had trap trader oscillator, which is the first panel indicator that tells us there are too many people on the short side. Too many traders are trapped here on the short side, and they're going to get punished. Here, there are too many traders trapped on the short side. They get punished. Here, too many traders on the short side. They get punished, and on and on and on. It works equally as well in a downtrend to identify when traders are on the wrong side. It can be a powerful exit. Let's say we were involved at 8:30 and we had a signal that there were too many traders short over on the left side of our screen. Okay, and we go up and we come out. So we hold that trade until we get maybe a reversal signal. So a lot of ways to use trap trader oscillator other than the basic way we're going to show you today. Our second panel indicator is smart momentum. It's brilliant. It's coded a bit differently than other momentum indicators, and it's why it gives us such a huge advantage in the market. I'm going to briefly show you how it works, but I'm not going to go to the bother of teaching how our indicators work. We do that in a room every day, and we have hundreds of pages and posts of teaching videos for those that want to take their trading to the exceptional level. Learn from a World Cup trading champion and one-time largest Emini trader, Rob Mitchell. So anyway, here we go, and we're in an uptrend. The market's in an uptrend. We're not going to talk about that at the moment, but it is. And here's an entry, and actually it's this entry, when we go from trap trader oscillator undervalued to overvalued, the average signal historically has been about 5 points before it comes out. This is not particularly attractive, even though it's in a great position here. And you can see for traders that like to get involved in hold for acceleration, it's beautiful. But we have some factors in here that are limiting smart super trend. If you've watched our room to grow video presentation, smart super trend SST is saying, yeah, not so fast. This is gonna struggle some. There's just too much local resistance in here. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to do its thing. It just means it's not going to be a vibrant entry, and we're going to show you what that looks like later in the presentation. You will be really excited to learn that. So we go undervalued to overvalued. We don't quite get undervalued, just a real choppy mess. But we're reading an uptrend for several reasons, and we would get long here and get long here. We wouldn't trade any of the stuff going the other way, and eventually the market expands. Now, you know, some traders would benefit from that, other traders not so much, and that's just up to an individual trader and their style. So here we go. Trap trader oscillator is saying, okay, there are too many people on the short side. We are in an uptrend. We look for several reasons. The simplest is just simply our last trap trader oscillator reading is here. This is higher. That tells us, you know, we're still in an uptrend. And here, the trend reverses. This is our trend reversal signal. Yeah, and here's something, you could trade this stuff. We took a little stab here in the room. Okay, that's a beautiful signal here. All right, so you can trade the reversal, the breakout of this point. You can wait until we get overvalued in what we've identified as a downtrend here. And that one didn't work very well either. So we're taking these, we're showing these in the room. We're long here for a little, long here for a little, a lot. That, you know, that ended up being a scratch. That probably ended up being a scratch. Okay, but price took this point out. Smart momentum is stretched. Anytime you see smart momentum above this purple qualifying line, here's the power. And price takes that out. We're continuing up. Anytime you see smart momentum above the purple qualifying line and price takes that out, we have a double takeout here, then we can't wait for this signal. We're undervalued. Trend has reversed again to the upside. So here we have a day that the trend's changed 3 or 4 times. That's why I'm showing you this. In here, these are very real trading day. I can show you just the great stuff, but that's not fair to you as a trader. So we have this reversal, and here's our entry, just trap trader oscillator. Smart momentum has a beautiful read here. We're not going to teach that. We have this marked in the room, but here we have an entry that we like a lot. Here's the other factor, smart super trend. You see all this room here? That's a huge open zone. That means it will have very little trouble getting acceleration to continue. Boom, that's pretty cool there. So we were, you know, this is something that we talk about in the room, and our exit signal would have been 9 points later. Now, some traders would have gotten a little, and you know, some traders would still be in it. That's up. We're going to talk about that for just a second here. Let's say our goal's to get to 9. Okay, 5 plus 4 will get us there, right? And 8 plus 1 will get us to the same place. We will show you what we have that has a historic record of being very successful for our members. How an individual trader chooses to apply that, if you're getting to 9, we're here to help and support. If you're not getting to 9, then we're going to work hard to make sure you get to 9. Okay, so here we have a situation, and we come in and we make the famous double bottom. Now this is a lunchtime, you know, it just sort of goes into hibernation, and but it is a signal. It didn't do much, but it is a signal, and I don't pick and choose for a presentation or even in the room. I don't pick and choose, only our best signals. Okay, so I've got 3 arrows over here. What in the world is that about? Well, we have in an uptrend, right? These dots have been taken out. These dots are taken out. Trend continuation up. None of our smart momentum in extreme dots have been taken out. So we're in an uptrend. Just, it's that simple, and it's that powerful. Just that simple. So we have undervalued trap trader oscillator saying, too many people got excited about trying to drive this, trying to trap. Basically, they're just trying to trap that new high. Okay. Well, we have a signal here that's about 4 or 5 points below, better than, when it becomes obvious that the trap gets broken. Okay. Here's our entry. Trap trader oscillator saying there are too many people on the short side. We're in an uptrend. That's what we live for in the room. Now, notice again, we have this huge space here. Does that look familiar? Oh, yeah. Look at this. How much fun is this? So we have a green bar below a blue line that has a historic win rate just in and of itself about 80%. We have trap trader oscillator undervalued, in an uptrend, on and on and on, open zone, beautiful signal, and no real surprise in the room that this did this. The last thing I want to show about this is we talk about in this room, and I had the members prepared. If you read R.N. Elliott of Elliott Wave fame, or Charles Dow even, all of their essays as they talk about wave personalities, this will be free and extra. Up volume, buying decisions are different than selling decisions. Up volume tends to go up and sideways and up. They're called horizontal resets. Occasionally a down market will do that, but not often. And what we do in a room is we measure from this point, the last low that this structure took place, and then we come to the bottom here, and we add that. This was 16 points, so we were looking for 16 points from here. I put that in chat in the room. I had a target at 48, you know, and it went up to 52 or 3. So we prepared our members. Not only was this going to be a great signal, but it most likely was going to go up to the 48, 50 area. So benefits of being in the room, we don't every day, we don't have that, but on Friday we did, and we took advantage of it. So now we're going to look at Thursday. We're going to look at Thursday, okay? Now, we are in an uptrend. We look, these points right here have been taken out. I'm going to do a little drawing for you. Okay, these points were taken out. Price took it out. So we're in an uptrend. We're looking for what? We're looking for too many people on the short side, so they will get punished. We have one here at night. We don't often get this on the open, but when we do, we mark it. Some of our traders trade it, some wait. That's up to them. So, but we have this beautiful signal. And again, look at this open zone here. Look at this room. We call it room to grow. We like to double this space. So this is 3 points. I like 3 points above that. So this would be 6. We know this structure right here wins 5 points about 80% of the time. Historic win rate, it may never win again. We're not making a representation of anything in the future. This signal may never win again. It may never lose again. We just simply don't know the future, and we don't try to tell the future. So 10 o'clock, we had a ISM or PMI, I think it's ISM miss, non-manufacturing, non-manufacturing services producer management index disappointment. And, you know, the market did this. You can look at our time. Did this in a second. Okay, so we're not going to talk about any of this. That's 1 second. We've got grading. Look, God, there's one. We're just, that's not relevant to most traders. Okay, so let's look at where we are here. Let's look, smart momentum, a little trap here. We don't worry about single bar failure. We love single bar failures. We love them. Goes up, single bar. Trade to trap, trade a reversal. First reversal after a trap is excellent. And so on and so on and so on. But smart momentum has not had anything taken out. Trap trader oscillator has not had anything taken out. So we're in a downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Don't go that way, please. Don't go that way, please. Don't go that way, please. We'll have time to go that way, but don't go that way, please. Until, oh, wow, okay. Failure, right? Failure. Points that should have held a downtrend and didn't. Does that mean we're going up? Yeah, not all the time. Not all the time. In the room, we talk about, I would be excited about the next buying opportunity. And there was one beautiful trade. If you wait for a green below with some space here, and all you did was trade that for 4 or 5 points. Would that have been a successful day? I can't answer that for you. Can't answer that for you. That's your definition. So anyway, so here we are. We're going up, 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 up. We've got here, we get a little break here, okay? Turns into a trap of sorts. But I've got to show you everything that happens, right? It wouldn't be fair to skip over this. This was, you look at this and go, that's spectacular. You look at this, that breakdown didn't hold, or maybe it did. Again, we can't talk about that. But if this took this out, we would be looking for an overvalued area to sell. And of course, what is this? It's an attempt to trap this fake out breakout high. Okay, so I'm just showing you what's here. This is not, we get a trend change here, right? Actually, we get it, hang on, that's not correct. We get it here. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, this dot held, this dot didn't. So this situation would tell us to look for down signals. You could have done it here, here, whatever. Not a lot of real good entries in here. That's a pretty good entry. But is that the correct side of range expansion? Well, it is at the moment. This is a really good signal. It's a really nice signal. Not all really nice signals work. So, Steve, when this takes us out, does that mean we're going up? You can decide for yourself. And then, you can trade the breakout, a little less effective than getting in here and taking a continuation that is highly, 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 highly likely to go in our favor. Okay, so gosh, we're only at 11:30. Let's talk about a little bit more. I'm not going to do a lot more on this chart. Here's a nice break. Here's a really nice. And then you can trade the reversal if you like reversals. You can trade the continuation. Okay, you look and you go, well, Steve, that didn't do much, and it didn't hold, and it didn't. And so we would come in and we have a buy signal, right? This got taken out up, so we look for the next too many people on the short side here, right here, too many people on the short side. Smart momentum, we love where smart momentum is here. This gets taken out up, 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 stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up until when? Till something down in here gets taken out. And you could go, we'll talk about this one. What's that? Well, trend identification. Price took that out, and you could trade the breakdown, or you could trade overvalued, too many people on the long side in a downtrend, red above red, see all this room to grow. Now this failed, okay. We should have had one more point down here, 1, 2, 3 above, 1, 2, 3 below. So, and that's the end of the day. Okay, one more day and then we're through. And everybody, you would think everybody's stuff worked pretty good on monster days, right? On big moves. Well, I'm going to show you something that I've been dying to share for a long time. A long time. Okay, here, oh no, right here. Okay, Tuesday, September the 17th. We have a day. This is the entire trading day right here. Okay, right here. Oh man, there's nothing there. There really is nothing there. Let me get this out of our way a little bit. So here we have a very powerful signal here. We call this a non-cycling strong Batman. It's a beautiful signal. Beautiful signal. But let's talk about where the trend is, okay? Smart momentum, trap trader oscillator, have a valued high in trend right here, okay? Right here, right before the open. Price takes that out. When price takes out this and this, what's the trend? Trend is up, okay? So what are our buy signals? Yeah, maybe, not really, maybe, yeah, we got SST. That's not a bad signal here. Our trap trader oscillator is touching the line, but not below it, okay? So if you're an anxious trader, you're nervous about not being in the market, you would have fired at those two, and you know, that's okay, nothing wrong with that. Here we are well below, okay? So there's our first, too many people on the short side in an uptrend. There we go, all right? That's not a lot of fun, but it's profitable. We have found this signal from undervalued. Now we get overvalued here. So, you know, again, that's not a very good signal. And I don't know, you know, how much a trader would have gotten. We do know that 5 points from a signal such as this is, that's pretty much our standard. That's pretty much, we're looking for 5. So you may have gotten none, may have gotten 2, may have gotten in here and got out. I don't know. But anyway, that's a winning signal, or at worst, let it come back a break even. When's our next opportunity? Well, it would be right here. Okay, too many people on the short side in an uptrend. Smart momentum's giving us all hands on deck full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 clean ones. And do we have an entry here? Well, yes, we do, Steve. We have another entry here. Too many people on the short side in an uptrend. We live for this. Big open zone. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 3 here, 3 here, 6 points from here. So we only had 3 qualified entries, a couple of, we call them quasis. We only had 3 qualified entries. Up, up, up. So following the ultimate trend identification system on a day like today, you would have not have been on the wrong side of the market. You know, you may or may not be experienced enough. Over a period of time, we believe everybody can be, but that's a decision to trade through this or trade through these long wicks. You know, this looks like that's all red until it reverses. We're just telling you it's here, and it's real, and it's vibrant, and in the room each day. I am a PGA trained golf professional. I played some early in my life professionally, and it didn't take me long to realize, hey, these guys are really good and I'm not. And so I went to teaching, and I've taught golf. I've trained competitive professional golfers at the highest level for almost 40 years. And it turns out competitive golf and trading are almost identical in a psychological makeup. So we train people every day. I spend time in the room every day helping people. Do I want to do this? Well, of course you do. Can I? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. But you come to the room and we will cover that, whether you can, whether you can adjust to that or not. We give you all the tools, not only the what, the how, the when, the where. The stock index trading room. Okay, so that's it for this video presentation. If you're still here, we would invite you to go to stockindextradingroom.com for more information. If you want to join us and take advantage of this, watch to the end of the video to get a nice discount for room membership, or just shoot us an email at support@stockindextradingroom.com. Shoot us an email and we'll provide that for you. And then we'll go to work and make sure that if it is your goal to trade with the trend, not counter trend, with the trend, not counter trend, with the trend, and capture whether structure is incredibly small and choppy or very spread out long and vibrant, you'll be on the right side of major market moves going forward. That's our goal for our members. That's our goal for you. So on behalf of Rob Mitchell, World Cup Trading Champion, I'm Steve Myers saying thanks for watching, and we look forward to hearing all of your success trading stories.